The effects of climate change on a global scale are well documented and in plain sight. Rising sea levels, soaring temperatures and extreme weather conditions point to the same thing, that time is running out and urgent action needs to be taken to avert an impending catastrophe.
This year's lockdowns have caused emissions to fall dramatically, but emissions are already rising again, in some places surpassing pre-COVID levels.
At the community level, the effects of climate change take place in such small increments as to go largely unnoticed. Coastal communities around the world in particular bear a disproportionate share of the negative impacts of climate change. Against all odds, a few of these long-neglected towns and villages have taken their future in their own hands and are galvanizing scarce resources for community development at the micro level. The Catch presents a viewpoint of climate change at the local level. It tells the story of Sagbokoji, a fishing community located in southwestern Nigeria, and how through self-help and strategic partnerships, it is building a green future powered by clean energy solutions. The Apapa Port Complex located in Lagos, Nigeria was built in 1921 and is considered to be one of the busiest seaports in Africa. Ships laden with diverse cargoes for the West African market guided through the shipping lanes to their designated berth at the quayside. These nimble single outboard engine passenger boats play a vital role in promoting economic activities between the coastal communities as they transport people and goods between the various settlements and the CMS jetty located at the marina.
They go in, carry a 10 passengers with the carry. 200 and they pay each. But to be say somebody buy something, we won't carry shutter, or we go just talk with them.
One after the other, the passengers disembark from the boats, quietly dispersing into the bustling Lagos streets, hawking their products consisting of smoked fish and crayfish at bus stops and side streets adjoining the Lagos marina. With a shoreline extending over 180 kilometers and a network of lagoons, Lagos is home to a large number of artisanal fishermen and their families, most of who derive their income directly or indirectly from fishing. While the men mainly engage in fishing, the women are involved in processing the fish, For many of these women, their lives revolve around their smoke kitchens, where a variety of fish products are smoked over an open fire using firewood and charcoal. The use of ice blocks as a means of preserving fish products is a long-standing practice.
tó bá pa àwọn ẹja yẹn mo máa kó sí mo máa fi block yẹn ṣe títí 1 week ọjọ́ mẹ́rin tá bá ṣe block bí báyìí a máa ta gun a máa dẹ̀ make
Comprehensive, it's my pleasure to welcome over 250 participants from all over the world and about 30 expert speakers.
In the world of renewable energy, 7 years seems like a lifetime. Since its establishment just over 7 years ago, the Nigerian Energy Forum has kept pace with developments in the clean energy sector.
Our focus there is electric systems by energy.
Over the years, several organizations have identified with the vision of the Nigerian Energy Forum as an aggregator of green energy solutions.
The small grants program is like the baby of the Global Environment Facility. The GEF is the largest funder of environmental program and projects all over the world. And so the GEF small grants is an aspect of the GEF Global. And what we do is to support community initiatives for environmental management, including climate change, land degradation, persistent organic pollutants, biodiversity, and international waters. Of course, the GEF's principle is about thinking globally and acting locally.
The UNDP's GEF SGP has been of valuable assistance in testing new green energy applications in the real world.
We have a project ongoing at Sagbon Koji community. It is a solar cold room and dryer solution for the community, a fishing community.
Ìdí pàtàkì tá a fi wá support the project yìí is because of environment. Ká mọ̀ nǹkan tó environmental, both sanitation and the land even itself and the water itself.
A first-time visitor to Sagbon Koji is likely to be taken by surprise.
Sagbon Koji community ó kí gbogbo yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wò ìlú ìtóbi gan Sagbon Koji Island ìlú ti wà fún 18th century ní under Sagbon Koji Island a ní good 9 community different balance but Sagbon Koji ṣì ní central bàbá balẹ̀ bí ní chairman fún gbogbo àwọn balẹ̀.
The expanse of the community and the tempo of commercial activities being carried out points towards a well-organized and progressive mindset of the inhabitants.
Torí àjẹ register ní last year sí cooperative tí a ní certificate wà lọ́wọ́ tó fi hàn pé àwọn people yìí o wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ òwò ìjọba tó ń kó tó mọ̀.
And his name is Chief Anthony Ovini.
An MOU is drafted and signed by the Bale and a representative of Nigerian Energy Forum. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. The Egbe Elede Cooperative is living proof that trade groups are an ideal vehicle for the delivery of life-changing interventions.
I see the poverty that has bedeviled the nation and especially the rural communities in Nigeria. But I also see a great opportunity for transformation. I see a great opportunity to create awareness, empowerment, and make the lives of these coastal communities to be better.
The sudden death of Chief Noel Atojinu, also known as Ashiwaju, who served as the main promoter of Egbe Elede, leaves many wondering if the project would see the light of day.
With the mission of the palace, we want all of us to be 1 minute silent for May his soul rest in perfect peace. Amen.
Through it all, the women of Sagbokoji remain committed towards making the project a reality. Their unflinching resolve draws support from the Bale and traditional councils and gets the project back on track.
We promise as the community leaders, with the cabinet member, we really promise we're going to join hands together with the women to make sure this co-room exists, to make sure this co-room it benefits a lot of people, not only in this community, because from other community, people will also come from there. Women will also come from there to come and make use of this very cool room, which I believe is a good progress.
Land, in the sense that we are familiar with, is a far cry from the reality faced by most coastal communities. With the approach of the rainy season, containment measures are taken to minimize the negative effect of flooding. The use of old tires, sacks of sand and other materials to prevent the shoreline from being washed away by the current wave is employed. Finding land for the erection of the solar cold room proved to be a huge challenge.
There's so much that still needs to be desired as far as land is concerned, especially where you have women who don't have access to land. You have, okay, this place now, they cannot even do the conventional farming here because of the environment. But where they can farm and plant vegetables and any type of crops, women don't have access to land, and it affects them.
The joy of the women over the provision of land for the project by the Bale is simply contagious. As far as they are concerned, getting a small parcel of land on the shoreline of Sagbokoji for their project is a miracle worth celebrating. A joint monitoring team pays a visit to inspect the parcel of land for the project. The team is led to the proposed project site. The fact that the prevailing practice in these coastal communities is the use of firewood for heating and cooking should be of great concern. Wherever you turn, every free space seems to be occupied by heaps of firewood. The firewood is imported by boats and is expensive due to the high cost of transportation.
Igi ele Bashimara, ilé ẹyọ kan máa ń tà 12,000. Méjì ló dé wà ń bí bye. 24,000. Ńlá ìmíì wà tá máa ń rà, ìyẹn wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ẹ̀yìn lọ́hùn. A máa ń rà yẹn ní 60,000 ọkọ̀ ẹyọ kan. Òun la máa ń lò fún àwọn ẹja tá máa ń yàn.
The long-term impact of tree felling on the environment is multifaceted, with very little prospects for the adoption of more environmentally friendly cooking and drying energy sources. A common thread in most conversations surrounding the smoking of fish is the issue of smoke inhalation and its effect on the health of the women.
Tí àwọn obìnrin wa tán bá ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn lọ títí at the end of the day owó yẹn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ owó yẹn àìsàn ló máa ń bá lọ.
We are trying to discourage, you see this firewood, so that you will not even use it at all or less of it. But when we say stop to use this thing, you need something else to replace it now. You can't just say, hey, stop. So that's why we bring alternative.
And what you see with us now is we have carbonized products that we've turned into energy. Such a thing like this.
A possible solution towards reducing the danger associated with smoke inhalation is the introduction of smokeless briquettes produced from agricultural waste products.
Briquettes only means that I have taken a raw material, treated it, and turned it into biochar, and then formed it into a foam. Biochar is basically biological charcoal. Wood too is charcoal, is biological charcoal. But because of deforestation, we're trying to move away from it as much as possible. Look at this. From when you do your palm oil, this is the residue of that plant, which we convert to biochar, we pulverize it to dust, we mix it up, we turn it to briquettes. Now, in all of this, briquetting itself, when we're pulverized like this, usually, when we burn it, it's smokeless.
The outcome of the trials will go a long way towards modifying the designs of the ovens and bringing them in line with the needs of the women.
One thing we have discovered is that for the briquettes smoked one is slow and steady. This is the briquettes now. So the fire, the intensity of the fire is something that is not too much at the beginning. It is slow and it's very consistent. So here is the product. It's something that is uniform. The heat, circulation, and everything is uniform. So we still close it and we come back some other time to give further details about this.
These innovations can be introduced gradually to the women until they become fully entrenched in their processing options.
Àwáyà yìí ti kéré tọ́dọ̀ wa, ó fẹ̀ ju ti bí yìí lọ. Tá bá fẹ́ ṣe eléyìí nínú measurement kan, a lè ṣe eléyìí bí 30. Nínú measurement kan, eléyìí ó wà okay. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá jẹ́ pé àwáyà wa yẹn tá bá délé a máa wọ̀n. Measurement yẹn a máa wá gbé fún bàbá. Wọ́n máa fi measurement yẹn. Tó bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé wọ́n ṣe tó ga díẹ̀, tó fẹ̀, tó lè gbà 5 àbí 6 àbí 10 ó dáa.
Work begins in earnest. The concrete base for the shelter is constructed with an access ramp, elevated by 1.5 meter in order to safeguard the equipment against the possibility of damage due to rising sea levels and regular tidal flows. Upon completion of civil works, the insulated panels for the cold storage are transported from the marina by boat and assembled on the concrete base. The cooling equipment is installed, the pipes and cables connected, and finally, the solar panels, batteries, and other accessories such as CCTV are installed.
A
it will be best effective if they pay to use this facility at a very subsidized rate. Why? Because as much as we've put this in place, there will be need to maintain it. There will be need to actually keep running it so that it's effective. And the only way we can do that is for us to be able to work out a very easy payment plan, subsidized, that they can work with. When we have that, then they are able to afford it and know that for a small amount, my products can stay for a day or two before I'm able to process them, and it would not go bad.
The local primary school, with its modest structures, provides an opportunity to educate the younger generation about the basic principles of solar energy and prepare them for careers in science and engineering.
Renewable energy simply means energy that can be reused.
As they grow older and have a deeper understanding of clean energy technologies, a new generation of environmentally conscious men and women will arise, ready to take charge of their future. Wednesday, 19th July 2023 is a day to remember. The delegation pays homage to the Bale. Nothing can hide his excitement. Ultimately, the long-term success of the project will depend on how well the facility is managed.
Start something small. Tabatiri bonche gba, modern she do among then it's exactly there's always opportunity for you to expand and to bring many more things. So we hope that you are going to, as you have started, continue so that the facility will be well maintained. And when it is well maintained, like they say, a good tongue always deserves another. So we will see what happens as we go ahead.
For the people of Sagbokoji, especially the women whose livelihood depends on keeping their products fresh, the solar power cold room could not have come at a better time. The commissioning of the solar-powered cold storage presents a huge opportunity for a radical improvement in processing of fish products in coastal communities of West Africa.
Ada fún gbogbo yín pápátá o. Àwọn tó gbéṣẹ́ yìí wá síbí báyìí. Ada fún wọn. Ada fún ọmọ wọn. Àwọn náà máa lọ síwájú. Nǹkan tó jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ pápá, àwọn máa gbé wá sí Sagbokoji. Àwọn baálẹ̀ tó kù. Eléyìí tí a fẹ́ ṣe nísìn. Ọmọ pa owó sínú àpò wa. Lórúkọ Jésù Kristi Olúwa wa. Àmín.
Inú mi dùn láti wá síbí. And inú mi dùn láti rí àwọn bàbá wa àti àwọn màmá wa. Inú mi dùn fún àwọn engineers wa, Nigerian Energy Forum experts tí wọ́n gbé iṣẹ́ ìwá síbí. Because even though tí àwa bá lè support tí wọ́n bá gbé wá, kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. And inú mi tún dùn fún àwọn community tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n gba iṣẹ́ ní tọwọ́ tẹsẹ̀. So òní a wá bí láti hand over fún àwọn community, and a dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé the same spirit tán fi gbà wá tọwọ́ tẹsẹ̀ nígbà tí iṣẹ́ yìí ń lọ, the same spirit náà máa fi manage ẹ̀ so that ó máa jẹ́ àǹfààní fún gbogbo àwọn community.
A fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ baálẹ̀, lọ́wọ́ àwọn UNDP Jeff SGP tí wọ́n gbé owó ńlá kalẹ̀ láti ṣe gbogbo iṣẹ́ ribiribi tá a ṣe ní bíbáyìí, pé iná ò ní tán lápò yín o, and that the good seed that has been planted today will bear much fruit for the whole of the community and the other associated communities in this area. Ní orúkọ Jésù.
So we hand this over to the Sagbokoji community in the name of the Father, Amen. And of the Son, Amen. And of the Holy Spirit. Amen. We can go and head and open it.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí ẹgbẹ́ elédè náà tẹ̀lé wọ́n, ẹgbẹ́ elédè.
Hopefully, the solar-powered cold storage project will open a new window for further collaboration between the Sagbokoji community and UNDP GEF SGP, especially in the area of developing a dry solution that will reduce smoke inhalation by the women during fish and crayfish processing. Basic sanitation, waste management, and water supply are areas that may benefit in future. It is our hope that these efforts will spur more organizations to take an interest in the use of clean energy as a tool for transforming the lives of rural dwellers.
Governments and even private individuals are listening. All that we've done has been done with private grant money. Let individuals that are concerned about the devastation in our coastal communities step forward and be counted.
Everyone loves a happy ending. But for the people of Sagbokoji, the commissioning of the cold room marks a beginning of a more sustainable future for the people.
We are very grateful for what you have done for us today, and we are promising that we will make good use of it so that in the days to come, better projects, higher ones can come into the community.